Hi everyone, in this video we're going to look at new makeup products from Fenty Beauty. That includes their new cream contour and bronzing product and some of their new cream blushers. So if you want to see swatches of these products, if you want to see me apply them to my face to see how they function, and if you want to hear my review of what I think of the products at the end, then this is the video for you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel by hitting that red subscribe button and follow Allura Beauty on Instagram so that you can be eligible for future giveaways. Make sure you also check out my latest video, which was an entire brand review for the skincare company Versed, which is an affordable skincare company that's available through Target. They have some really outstanding products. So I go through every single product available in the line and I rank them from worst to best. If that at all interests you, I will link that in the upper right-hand corner for you to check out. All right, let's get to swatching these new cream blushes and bronzers from Fenty Beauty. So these are available at Sephora, and I'll put a link in the description box below to where you can find them to purchase online, as well as a link to Rakuten, so that if you do any online shopping pretty much through any retailer, you can get cash back automatically on your order. There is literally 1 day left in the Sephora VIB sale, so you could get 20% off of these Fenty Beauty products. If you like them and enjoy them in this video, then make sure you take advantage of that, in addition to the cashback you can get through Rakuten. Products launched about a week or so ago, and they are just ready for summer 2020. Let's go ahead and start with the bronzer. This is called the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer, and it retails for $32. There are a total of 7 different shades in this line. The details say a light as air, non-greasy cream bronzer that effortlessly melts into skin for a natural looking bronze or soft contour in a range of no fuss shades for all skin tones. So this is supposed to give you a natural looking bronze. It can go from sheer and build up to something more impactful. The formula is supposed to be easy to blend, light as air, sweat and water resistant, and the products are also vegan and cruelty free. So you have this reflective metal, well, it's made out of plastic, but it looks like it's a metal finish on the top. It comes in a snap closure compact that opens up, and I've already nixed it from before, but it comes with a full-sized mirror inside and in this hexagonal shaped packaging. Actually, this is 8-sided, so that would be octagon shaped packaging. The shade I picked is 01 Amber. For the price of $32, you get 6.23 grams or 0.22 ounces, so a healthy amount of product. And that's what the shade looks like up close. Hopefully you can see that it's pretty gray toned, so I'm intending this to be a cream contour as opposed to some of the warmer toned shades which you could use as matte bronzers. So the way I'm going to swatch this is by using this kind of brush. It's kind of a denser, shorter, bristled brush with synthetic bristles. This is one of the Real Techniques brushes, the Expert Face Brush, and this is something very similar to what I would use on the face to blend out cream products. So we're going to pick up the shade like this, and the shade Amber is described as having cool undertones intended for fair skin. I would say this is definitely appropriate for light skin. I think it'd be a little too much actually for people who have fairer skin. And I'm usually an NC 20 to 25 in MAC. Blends out really nicely, has a very good color to it. All right, next let's look at the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blushes. These retail for $20 each, and there are a total of 10 shades available. I picked out 3 of them to show you kind of a variety and to test the consistency across some of the shades. The details for this product are a light as air, non-greasy cream blush that instantly melts into skin for a wash of color and natural looking flush. This product is also vegan and cruelty free. So it's supposed to be easy to use, impossible to overdo, give you a youthful glow, and start out sheer but also be buildable and melt into the skin. The formula is also said to be sweat and water resistant without feeling sticky or greasy. Now, as you can see, compared to the cream bronzer, These are much smaller pans. Otherwise, they come in the similar type of packaging with the octagon shaped compact. Not a reflective top on there, but also snaps shut and opens with a mirror in the lid. And for the price, you're getting 3 grams or 0.1 ounces. So definitely more expensive than the bronzer because you get more than twice the amount of product with the bronzer, but it doesn't cost twice as much. So for $20, you're getting much less product. This is shade 05, Strawberry Drip. Shade 07, Drama Class. And shade 8, Summertime Wine. See a little precipitation coming up there, but shouldn't be anything really to worry about. I'm going to take the same brush, obviously cleaned off, to swatch these. I'll use a less dense duo fibered brush when I actually apply these to the face, but for the purpose of swatches, I'm going to continue to use this same brush. So here is 05 Strawberry Drip. So you've got good color on there, but it's true that it comes off a little more sheer, less dense than you can see with the contouring or bronzing shade, which I kind of actually like because that melds into the skin a lot more naturally. Let's do a second layer, see how much the pigmentation or opacity builds up. Oh yeah, definitely buildable. Smooths out really nicely. All right, moving on to shade 7 Drama Class. Oh, I forgot to give you a shade description on this. So Strawberry Drip is a soft coral pink. Drama Class here is described as a soft violet. Again, you get that sheer level of color, but it definitely does not lack in pigmentation. Let's see what a second layer looks like. Again, very nice and smooth over the skin. And last up, we have Summertime Wine. And this one is described as a soft berry with shimmer in it. So the other two shades we put on did not have any shimmer. The shimmer in this shade is pretty darn subtle. I can see the tiny little specks of it, but it's definitely not very apparent. And the first layer on that one actually was a little more opaque than the first two blushes, but let's see how it builds up. See if the shimmer builds up too. Yeah, this shade is stronger, I feel like, than the first two. So here are all 4 cream products applied with a brush. You get a much more dense layer of color with that contour bronzer, and there's no kind of shimmer in there, although it doesn't have a completely flat matte surface to the finish. Then we move on to the blushers. I really, really like the way these look. They just look very fresh and smooth on the skin. Great color. Nice and even application. And even that last one, even though I don't prefer shimmer in my blush, the shimmer on this is very subtle, so you're not going to get a whole bunch of glitter on the face. And then I'll also go ahead and do finger swatches for you of all of these shades. I'm going to start out with the blushers and then do the contour last. Right, so we have Strawberry Drip, Drama Class, and Summertime Wine. You see how much more pigmented, or not pigmented, but opaque Summertime Wine is compared to the first two. And then Amber as that contouring shade. Also very opaque compared to the other ones. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of the color that you'll get, even if you have a different skin tone or skin depth to mine. So in terms of application, I started out by using that same dense brush and applying the contour shade Amber to the hollows of my cheeks. And it applies really nicely. I used a light hand just because of how heavy the swatch turned out. So I did go in a couple times to build it up because I didn't want to overdo it at first. I also applied it to the forehead area, and I also used it to contour the nose. And overall, I really enjoy this product. It blends out nicely, it builds, and once you have done the work to blend it out, it looks very seamless on the skin and looks very natural. So overall, a great product in terms of the formulation. Then I moved on and I used a less dense duo fibered brush to apply first the Strawberry Drip shade to the cheeks. And again, I used kind of a lighter hand, although I guess I didn't really need to for the Strawberry Drip shade because it is kind of semi-opaque in terms of how strongly the color comes across. So anyway, I dotted that onto the cheeks and then blended that out, again, working in layers to build up the color until I was happy with it. And once again, it moves nicely on the skin and it blends well into the skin too. After I applied Strawberry Drip, I went back and I put just a little bit of Summertime Wine. I just really lightly dabbed my brush into the pan, and I actually wiped a bunch of it off because this one is really pigmented, so I didn't want a super strong layer of color for this look. So I dabbed most of that off and then put just a tiny amount of product more towards the center of the cheeks and blended that in with the Strawberry Drip shade. Once again, looks very seamless with the skin, blends out nicely, and gives you a really pretty flush of color. So my first impressions of the formula is that they're impressive. I like the way that they perform on the skin. In particular, I like the way they blend out. That's really important for cream products, that they don't look splotchy. I haven't yet tested out the formula throughout the day, so please wait until the next month's What's New in Beauty video. In those videos, I give you updates for products that I test out and swatch in these kinds of videos, and then once I've further tested them out more, I give you more comprehensive reviews after that kind of testing. So in May's What's New in Beauty video, I will give you an update in terms of how long the color wore, at what point it started to wear off, or any other updated thoughts that I have after wearing these more throughout the week. So those are my thoughts on the new Fenty Beauty cream blusher and bronzers. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think of this range. If you have any of the other colors in the blush or the bronzing line, let me know what you think of those and what your favorites are so far, or any other thoughts that you have. I hope this video was helpful to you and that you enjoyed watching. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch the video, and I'll see you in the next one.